Yep. Hey, everybody. Welcome to our live call today on our YouTube channel for nSights DeFi Trader. It is nice to see everybody. Hey, Doug, how are you?
It was a long break, Deb,
It was a
between
long
Friday.
break, right? It was
Yeah,
nice. It was nice though. I
yeah,
know you didn't get much play time, but you did get a break
no.
from lives and calls, I guess.
Well, I got a lot of creative time, which
Good.
which was which was really good, and I spent a lot of late nights and early mornings, and back to my walk today, spending a lot of creative time and asking some really, I think, serious questions that we'll talk a little bit about today, maybe after we look at some traits. So.
Good. I like it. Well, I did notice that Bitcoin took a little clearance slip this morning. Did you see it got all the way down to 56.6?
And guess what happened?
Clearance price, right?
Clearance price and our trade, and it could go lower, and we might buy more, but our trade that we set a little bit deeper last time we got on, guess what? It triggered.
It triggered. That's
Yeah,
amazing. Yeah, that's fantastic.
yeah,
And what I love about that is it dipped, and now it's in 1 hour's time. Actually, sorry, for today, if looking at today, it dipped way down and then it's back up in the green again from where we
right.
started. So it's fun to see that. And if you can catch those, if you can catch those dips, sometimes you can pull a little money out of the market in
Yeah, it's like think of it like dipping in and taking a little bit.
yeah, just I'll take a little bit of that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I
So
love it.
exciting and fun stuff. Let's look at our limit orders, Deb,
Let's do it.
and then we got a lot to kind of cover, and I want to do it quickly if I can today for everybody.
All right.
Um, and there's a couple of different. Yeah, there's your little bounce that you're talking about, Deb.
Yeah. Oh, you got to share your
Good.
screen.
Oh, that would
That
help. Yeah.
that helps.
So share my
Share with the
screen here.
class, Doug. Share with the class.
Yeah.
See, look at
Do you see
that.
it now?
I
Yeah,
see it.
look at that, right?
Mhm.
So we set up a couple of limit orders, right? And we started off very light at $25,
Yeah.
just getting in the game. Went a little bit deeper, we got it at 50, and then went a little bit deeper and we got $102 worth. And you can see three zeros and a four, three zeros and an eight, two zeros and a one.
So
Okay,
each
that's the
time,
amount received,
and I love this, and we
right?
talked about this when we set these up. This is what I love the most. Sure, when the price dips, you get to collect more, right? But when you're putting a little bit more money on it, the lower the price gets, the absolute more
You
coins we
get
can get, right? More bags. I love it.
right,
And that
yeah,
was us just
and
collecting bags. We're not, the intention right now is just to hold these
yeah,
until we
yeah.
see the, price get to something fun. Or if the price goes up and you want to use that, sell a little bit, go use that. Take
Right. And we talk about accumulation and distribution phases. That was our buy
mm,
right there.
brilliant, brilliant. Yeah.
I, li- I like it, and we're already in profit on that buy, which was our deepest buy, right?
Yeah.
Um, and we're up a couple percent. Are we going to get rid of it? No. And if it goes deeper, great. The cool thing is about this is that we went through as a group, we analyzed the barriers, right? We looked at them. We made a conscious trader decision. I like that conscious trader decision, Deb,
I like that. Yeah.
around what we thought might happen. In fact, we had a price and we adjusted it. Remember, I deleted
Oh,
in fact, if we go back and look at our limit orders here, we deleted one, right? We archived it. Here it is. We archived it, and it was at 58.
58. That's right.
Oh,
Current.
no,
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 that's
no.
the
That's
current
current.
price. Yeah,
56.
56.
Which it
And
didn't
we,
hit 56. It hit
yeah,
56.6. So that wouldn't have taken.
yeah, probably. Is that right? I haven't even looked at that. Whoops. Let's go back to our charts. Yeah, we dipped down there, but getting it right at the razor's edge is really hard. And I don't know if we actually hit that in the market that would have allowed us to get down there. So our real numbers are 56.2, 56.4, maybe 56.6 in that range. These are the numbers that you can get filled at. Okay. Anytime you see a wick low, you know, you're not going to catch that bottom. So you're really targeting that middle range. So really happy with that entry, really happy with the way that we adjusted it. And yeah, excited about that. And you know what I like about this, Deb, is that in some ways we had a discussion around what I was doing, why I was thinking that way, and why I might adjust or not adjust. And we go through these types of conversations, right? And I love that process with everybody. But one of the things that we have been working on is Otherverse. And in Otherverse, we're going to build a convention center. We're going to run conventions. We're going to build all kinds of things. But one of the things that I was working with AI over the weekend and last night and this morning and on my walk, and trying to really tie all of this together in a way that is beneficial to the traders and beneficial to the trading world, right? The trading environment. And so I took AI this morning and I had AI go out and analyze nSights DeFi Trader. Tell me everything that you know about nSights DeFi Trader. I asked AI to do that. So it went out and it learned. And I fed it some things and it learned about nSights DeFi Trader. Then I had it go out and do the same thing about Otherverse. I said, go out and tell me everything that you know about Otherverse. And I made sure that it knew what Otherverse was all about. And it came back and it said, okay, it understood Otherverse and it got all of it. It understood nSights DeFi Trader. It got all of that. And then I asked it a very simple question. Taking what you know, what could I, Doug, what could I do with nSights DeFi Trader and Otherverse that would bring value, lots of value to traders and lots of excitement to traders, right? And a lot of the things that I've been thinking about, it came up with also. One of the things that I wanted to do potentially in the convention center is build a trade room. And I've talked about this, having a trade experience. And it says, build a virtual trading floor with real-time data, right? Mm-hmm. So build a place. And it said the same things that I told my wife, Mary. I said, I envision this room that has giant monitors all around this room with trading charts up and news feeds up and different things going on around this room. And it's an open room that all the traders can come in and have conversations like what I do with you guys. Let's talk about where that barrier is. Let's look at Bitcoin on the charts. And, if you guys go into Otherverse, Deb, when we go into Otherverse and we go into the theater room,
yeah,
we sit in our chairs like this and we look at the theater screen, right?
Right, yeah.
But we can click on the theater screen and bring that theater screen into the only thing that we're looking at.
Right.
Right? If we were in a trade room, a trade floor, right? Maybe like the New York Stock Exchange, where everybody's on this massive trade floor, right? And all these monitors are going around us. And there's a group of us that want to focus in on a certain token or a certain coin. And we click on the screen and we bring it in. And we're all there together talking about it. And maybe it's a little crazy in that room. And one of the things that AI also brought out that I thought about is that we could have breakout rooms where we could take a group of us, go sit around a table look at the charts and talk together about and draw the indicators and actually bring things up and have a real discussion around what we wanted to do, and maybe share that information in a way that allows us to become better traders.
Right.
One of the other things that it had that was really big for me, and I've talked about this in terms of, ultimately having maybe something like, and it wouldn't be an investment club, but something like an investment club where you hold control of your money. Now, an investment club, the club pools their money, and there's all kinds of rules and regulations around that. I wouldn't want to do that. But shared knowledge in an investment type club where you can have a trading room, like where we have in Otherverse, we have that room where we can have guest speakers come, and we have limited seats. We have limited seats. How cool would it be that if nSights in our trading rooms, right, had those kind of rooms where a new token, somebody from that token could come and be a guest speaker to us in those rooms, and we could sit around and talk about it, ask questions to them, or have them give us a lecture, right, and teach us everything about what their vision is and what they want to do, right? So hosting trading events and hosting competitions was another thing that it said. And we talked about having a trading competition system where we could actually reward tokens, maybe JBean tokens when we launched JBean, maybe nSights tokens, maybe Otherverse tokens, or maybe that guest speaker that came and talked, we pull their charts up and we start trading their token, and maybe they reward us tokens for the people that do so much trading, have so much success in trading. We have the thing that's called M2 move to earn, right? We have move to travel, travel to earn, move to earn. One of the things that I was thinking about was trade to earn, right? And it talked about trade to earn, and having competitions where you're actually winning tokens, right, by your trading experience, by what you've learned in trading, and by actually participating in trading, right? And so maybe that person that came on, we do a deal with them and we do a trade to earn, right? So now we're trading their tokens, and as we're trading their tokens, we're getting tokens as we become profitable and as we grow that token. That was another area that was super exciting. In FNFTs, right? We could have our collectibles, we could have stuff that for our trading floor that, brings us together as a community, was one of the things that was super exciting. Okay, so this is what I was talking about before, like the investment club. It calls it create a social trading community, copy trading type system, or sharing information type system. So we could bring that all together. Virtual real estate for trading offices. Maybe some of the new coins coming out want to have their own office in our convention, right? And so they could have a representative there all the time, and you could go in and talk to them and meet with them. So you could have virtual trading offices, or maybe influencers, maybe major influencers would want to have their own offices on our trading floor, right?
Right.
It'd be like having your trading offices like they do in the New York Stock Exchange. All the major trading companies have their own trading offices associated with the New York Stock Exchange. So maybe the influencers could have their own. Right there on our trading floor, right, where we have thousands of people coming onto our trading floor. How much more positive could the interaction become if we had those kind of things, right? And then last that it came up with, and I thought was really, really good, because we're interested in growing the trading community and the trading environment. How do we leverage our growth? Well, Otherverse itself is going to have massive growth. And as it has acceptance, right? If we have our trading convention floor, right, on in Otherverse, we become one of those things, one of those doorways, right, that people can walk through and just come and check us out,
Right.
see what
Yeah.
it's all about,
Yeah.
right?
Love that.
And we're
Love
right
it.
there for people to find us and see us, right?
And ask
So
their questions and
yeah,
dig
and
in.
chat with people that are on the floor, right? What are
Mhm.
you guys doing? You know, what's this all about, right?
Mhm.
And have that interaction and that experience, right?
I
And
love it.
so my concept over the last holiday that I didn't take,
Mhm.
right? But it was kind of a holiday for me because it was a creative time, right?
Yeah.
It was a time to incubate and think about where we are, where we're going. You know, where is Jay Bean? Where is nSights? Where is Otherverse going? How do I bring those together and create a different experience?
Right.
And those are the things that came to me, and those are all directions that we're currently heading. And the question is, for me, is how exciting is that to you guys? You know, is that something that I see that other people may not see, or is that something that's exciting to you guys? You know, in the chat, however they can do this, Deb, maybe in
Sure.
our Discord, or you know, shoot Candace a note saying, hey, I like these concepts that Doug was talking about. Give us some feedback. Let me know, because I'm meeting with developers tomorrow. I've met with them today. I got designs being built now. This is the time that we have the ability to create the world that we want, right?
Yeah.
In Otherverse, we're going to create worlds. What do we want those worlds to look like? How do we want to participate in those worlds? And what influence do you want to have over what that world would look like? Now's the time to say. Now's the time to give that input. So, Deb,
I
super
love it.
excited about what I did this morning and over the
Yeah, for
weekend.
sure. I
So,
love it. Now
really in line.
we do have some people out on our YouTube, Doug, and yeah, that was awesome. Just picturing with the amount of time that we're spending in Otherverse now, just walking around and figuring things out and learning how to move your avatar around and interact with people. That's what I'm really focused on right now, is interacting with people in the rooms with me. And but listening to you talk about how we can take that to the next level now and take what we're doing, we're looking at our charts, we're making decisions, but to actually be in a room with people who are doing the same thing, I think that's, for me personally, I think that's an excellent way to use the metaverse and Otherverse specifically. But Drew Shreve says it sounds like a room or a deck that could be on the Nexus yacht.
Hmm.
Sure, we can have a place there. They're calling it the Trading Think Tank, the T3, Perry Vance says. Drew
I
said
like that.
Trading Think
Hmm.
Tank. And then Drew also took note of your conscious trader decision, your CTD, early on when we were talking about that, looking at Bitcoin.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yep.
guys, keep the discussion going in our Discord, if you would. Let's have a real discussion around this and see what pieces and parts of that you really liked, that
Yeah.
Doug was talking about, and how we can take insights in there, and Digibot
Yeah.
too, right? And talk
Yeah.
about coins.
And we develop NFTs, you know, and the key to this, guys, is everybody owning a piece of this world, right?
Yes.
It's like when you think about, you know, and I gave this example to Mary. Mary and I talk a little bit. Okay.
Which is
So,
awesome.
you know, we how many people on the call watch the series Yellowstone? Give me a one.
Put a one in the
Did
chat
you,
if you watch Yellowstone.
you know, it was a very popular series, right? And a lot of people watched it. You know, the only thing that I could think of that whole time watching that series Yellowstone was how beautiful that ranch was.
Mm.
And when he stood and he told the people, they asked, well, how much of this do you own? He says, I own from that mountain to that mountain. And I went, I I want to own that.
Right.
And you're looking at the Yellowstone Ranch and you're looking at this beauty and you go, I want to own that. Well, I showed Deb one in Oregon that I want to buy.
Oh, please. Yeah.
Okay.
Have you
Yeah.
put the down payment on that yet? We need
I'm
to
working on it. I'm
we need
working
to
on
work
it.
on that.
Depends on how this goes. I can
Right.
go buy that. Right. But you look at that thing and you go, but my great great grandfather didn't settle the Yellowstone Ranch. So I didn't get it.
Right.
But I have the chance to get it now in Otherverse. I have the chance to own whatever I want to create. You have the chance to own some part or all of whatever you want to be part of or create in Otherverse because you're here now. We have the chance to own pieces of the new world.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. Otherverse is the new world. When now debates on whether Columbus was the ones that found America or not, that's open for debate. But whoever came here, right, the new world, right, they were taking it from the Indians. That's another debate. But anyways, we're not taking it from anybody. Nobody's there right now. It's like going to Mars, right?
Right.
And well, still open to debate whether the Martians are there or not, Deb.
For sure.
Yeah, but anyways, we're sure that there's nobody in Otherverse.
Yes.
And we can create whatever worlds we want to create, and we can own our Yellowstone. We can own our pieces or lots of pieces of Otherverse. Now, important. Are they all going to become profitable tomorrow, or are we building long-term residual incomes? Parts of them will become profitable quickly. Parts of them will be ownerships that I may not even realize totally in my lifetime. Okay. I'll realize a lot of it, but I may not realize all of it. But my children and my grandchildren and my great grandchildren, just like Yellowstone, I think will realize that great great granddad did something very special and took a risk. And I think of people that live around us, the Fains here in Prescott. Great grandfather Fain came here from England and bought millions and millions of acres here. As far as you can see, the Fains own, right? Mm-hmm. Ron Fain, I know. I've had dinners and lunches with Ron, right? But his great grandfather came here, and Ron owns millions and millions of acres. He owns millions of acres right behind my house. Mm-hmm. But if it wasn't for great grandfather Fain, they wouldn't. So what are your great grandkids going to say about you and what you did when it came to Otherverse and the metaverse worlds? Because you're here when it's just now starting. Yeah, it's mind blowing the opportunities that we have, Deb.
Awesome. I'm really excited. Super, super excited. Here it's Leo Carrillo. That's who my property where I live. That's who owned mine at one point.
Oh, really?
He's from Cisco Kid. He's from, I mean, I really dated myself, but this is the old Western way back in the way back. Yeah.
He owned all the La Costa area?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's this there I run at the Leo Carrillo Ranch sometimes, which is just right down the street. It's the last of it. It's his homestead is still there, and then they've sold off most of the property, but
we're going to have our homesteads.
We're going to have our own steads, our own homesteads in
yes.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah. And they're going to be owned by NFTs, guys. We're all going to have our NFTs that own this stuff, right? So
I love it.
Super exciting times ahead of us. Lots of work. And I look at the work sometimes, and on my walk, I'm going, do I really want to take on that much more work? And the answer has to be yes. If I don't, then the greatest opportunity in my lifetime will pass me by, and I won't get any benefit from it, and definitely my great grandkids won't get any benefit from it. So suck it up, Doug.
Yeah,
Got to do it.
exciting stuff, and you're doing it for all of us, so we appreciate it so much. Awesome. Well, I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. We got some good trades, and the future's ours, Deb.
It looks bright to me. All right, Doug, we'll see you again on Friday.